Hey, hello Marla and Mr. Wren. Paul McLean here, Crestview RV, Buda, Texas. Thank you so much for your time on the phone. I am standing on top of the Grand Design in question. Thought I would show you the roof, something that customers rarely get to see. This roof is fully walkable, of course. You can actually, probably won't ever do that, but if you wanted to put some beanbag chairs up here and watch the sunset or the races or the football game, you could. 300-watt solar panel already included. That's going to run your awning. So everything I did here, put out the awning, we'll see the lights on inside. All that is via the solar panel and your charged battery. I put the awning out as far as almost it could. That's actually fully extended, so we'll be able to see that from the bottom. Even the slide outs are walkable, standable, sittable. So if you ever did need to stand on them and swip off pine cones or whatever, you could. Grand Design gives you a attic vent, just like a house. That's what that white one is. So condensation is not an issue. Digital TV and radio antenna is via the WineGuard 360. So that's the name in the industry for all things Wi-Fi, WineGuard. 3 air conditioners on this, as you can see. And in the bathroom, actually this is the bed, this is the kitchen, has the bigger, nicer, fantastic fan, not just that little whirlybird. So 4 slide outs, 5 slide outs, 3 on that side, 2 on your camp side. And I don't know if you know this or not, but the 2 brothers that brought that Montana division to where it was there for a while, it was a top-selling RV in North America for about 17 years in a row. Those 2 brothers who started, quit Keystone and started Grand Design themselves. So these are a step above, even from the Montana, which used to be my favorite camper to sell up in Georgetown. I moved down here just purposely because this brand is better. So that's where we're at as far as that goes. I'm going to do a double flip off this thing and meet you at the bottom, and we'll look at the inside. I lied. We're going to look at the outside first. So painted cap, not decals. That's a fully painted front cap there. R40 insulation on that, as well as the roof, which I mentioned has an 18-year warranty. This is a wide body, full profile 5th wheel. So when we go inside, you'll see that it looks wider, and Grand Design does a really good job of eliminating all the carpet and just going with flush floors on both sides. Looks like just one big room. Here's your awning, that LED strip you can turn on or off. If you need basement storage, you are on the right animal. This is the most basement storage you're going to get in any 5th wheel, period, end of story, exclamation mark. So all of this in your front. You'll also have a little bit more storage, believe it or not, under here. But then you have, just like a motor home, you have pass-through storage in the rear here. So all this is pass-through. That's your electric power cord roller upper thing. You can see the aluminum framing in the basement here. And then you have, what, a 10-foot tray that'll hold 600, I think it's 600 or 800 pounds. But anything you want to put in here, including a generator. One of the main things I would tie down there is just a 4,500 watt generator, so I always had that with me. So basement storage in spades. Check, check, check. We have, you guys, a RV park here on site, and the advantage of that is that you will spend the night here with us with all the hookups on and running, and that way if there's anything you have any questions on or anything that wasn't performing, we can fix before you go out the next morning. The same technician that'll teach you this and get you the orientation class will be there the next day for you for anything that any concerns you might have. That way your first camping trip Everything will be solid. You won't be surprised with something that's not working out on your first camping trip. Let's go inside, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, let's do that. Cue the orchestra. So from your front door, this is what you and your guests will see. And from your recliners, which are electric, the advantage of the electric recliners is you can stop it at multiple spaces in between flat and reclined. The manual ones, you only have 2 settings you can really sit at. So this will be your position most of the time, probably. Really well done, just gorgeous. I've had clients take one. I had one client take out both couches and make that into office space on both sides. I have a picture of that somewhere. I should get it. Fireplace is a functional space heater. Everything's a little off kilter. I can't get my camera to... That's going to be it. It's funny that 50-inch TV looks small on that wall, but it kind of does. I was thinking if you wanted to go just nuts, you could do a movie screen. You'd cover up all that pretty pretend wood, though, or tile, and you could do a short throw projector right here. And believe it or not, those short throw laser projectors you put right there, and that would fill up that whole wall with whatever you're watching. I don't know. It's probably overboard. The kitchen. This is nothing short of amazing. You can reach all the cabinets because you're on the upper level here. Counter space, counter space, counter space, more counter space. You'll have 110 outlets generally hidden. There's some. There's another one, so that's 2. None over, well, it's because you have that instead. So over here, there's 2 more. Over here is 2 more with USB charge ports as well. And then over here, another one. So notice you get the larger 4-burner range and an oven you can actually put the Christmas turkey in. Finally, an oven that's an oven and not just a ornament. Refrigerator is amazing. Samsung double door rear freezer, bottom freezer. And then look at the view you have from up here. So this is really neat as far as entertaining goes. If you entertain, you've got everybody down there watching the game and whatnot. You're handing them beers. You're sitting up here. If you want to put a laptop or something, they already have the wire things here. They'll go right down and plug it in, so it's all organized. You could be doing work. You could use that as a monitor too for your computer. Just limitless ways you can use this camper. Heating vents are not in the floor, they're in the wall. That's a big plus, in my opinion. Why, you might ask? Well, because the fewer holes in your floor, the better. And one less thing to clean out every 6 months, one less thing to stub your toe on, one less thing to break. And also, if you ever did any cold weather traveling, when the heating vents are in the floor and the slides are in, of course you can't use them. You're just heating the under deal of the floor and that's it. This way, you could, if you ever needed to, have the slides in, be going down the road, and have the furnace going. That way, when you get to wherever you're going, the interior is already cozy. I said cozy. These both make into beds, of course, and you have, why wouldn't you have central vac? You do have central vacuuming. Grand Design is great with great big storage or windows, all that open up. You have a screen door on the front door so you get a good breeze on days unlike today when you don't need the AC. Just super well done. Hidden hinges, all pocket screws, no staples, solid wood. So these are solid wood. The stiles are still wrapped. Let's go to the bathroom, so to speak. I probably phrased that wrong. Here's some hanging space. And I kind of like this too. Grand Design, I'm a buttons guy, so I want to put the slides in and stuff with a button, because I'm old. But the newer folks here, this is a touch screen. You can turn on the lights, adjust the lights, slides, whatnot. So you're all good to go. And you can match this up to your phone if you wanted to, and do all that stuff via your phone. Really solid grab handle here upstairs into the bathroom. So dual vanity, really nice fixtures. Just like a house, you've got different lights here. So you don't have to reach up and click these. It's actually a button, just like a home. And you have just the accent light around the mirror. And then of course you have your ceiling lights. Porcelain toilet, not plastic. Teak seat that goes up and down. A shower head that is to die for. Come on. Right? You don't get that at the Luxor. I don't know why I came up with the Luxor. Fancy hotel. Bedroom. Aww. This one is decked out with a queen bed instead of a king wide. So you get so much more extra space on each side when you do it that way. It makes it so much easier to come up here and make the bed than if it was tied up against the wall. So that's kind of a plus if you don't need a king bed. Window, window, window. Blackout shades, of course, throughout. Super nice. Smart TV directly at the bottom of your bed. So all the TVs here are Roku already. You can stream initially right from them. Jewelry space here, or handguns, I don't know. And then you have the same underneath here, your bed. Some little hidden space. That storage is accessible from the outside. And then you have an ottoman that pulls out. Sit down and put your high heels on. And space underneath that for storage. On these 2022s, they upgraded the front cap to be sturdier so that they could go out 7 more inches, so that if you do a washer dryer instead of one on each side, you can do a stackable. So much more convenient, so much easier to use, sitting at the bed of your bed taking your clothes in and out right here instead of trying to crawl in there and get your clothes out. If you're not going to use it for that, then all these trays are drawers, ledges. I can't come up with the word, it's not coming. Lots of 110 here. Of course, some of that is for your washer dryer if you're going to do that. And then you'll have shelves. That's the word, shelves. Got it. I'm a winner. Super nice, really well made. His and her storage on either side. You do have to remember to check this drawer, make sure it's not out, or the bottom one when you're taking this in and out. You wouldn't be the first one, myself including, not to remember to check that. If that wasn't latched tight and it's in, then you want to come up here and just glance at it before you put the slide in and out. But same thing here on his side. His and hers. Or hers and hers, I don't know. Whatever makes the family stay together. Just beautiful. So, I am going to text this video to you, good folks. My sales manager is on his lunch, so I will get the pricing on your trade and of this. I'd like to guess this price, but I'm not gonna. It's gonna be one something. I'm gonna guess 118, but we'll find out for sure. I will include in the text the exact price of this versus your trade-in value on your Montana. I'll also, Marla, kind of book out your Montana for you and give you an idea. The NADA book out sheets are usually about 6 months behind true supply and demand, and I've got a good feel for that, so I'll be able to tell you probably what you could sell yours for on your own fairly quickly without too much effort versus what we will give you as just a clean swap. So, Paul McLean, Too Tall Paul, 406-696-4750, Montana number, Buda, Texas location, exit 220 when you come see me, exit 220 south of Buda, right by Cabela's, Crestview RV. Let's go. It's a beauty. Let's go camping.